Salut, comment ça va? Welcome back everybody to the CF Montreal career mode, where we have taken the French-Canadian side from the MLS, brought them over to the French League. We've had a couple of seasons of domestic success, back-to-back Ligue 1 titles in our previous two seasons, and after two decent seasons in the Champions League, this third and final European campaign has been a disaster to say the least so far. 6 games in, 3 wins, 3 defeats, 18 goddamn goals conceded. Okay, fair enough. Scoring goals hasn't been a problem. We've scored 19. But 18 goals in 6 games to concede. That is god awful. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Normally, I am very much against the idea of having a massive transfer window in January. I always try and leave that for the summer. But this is our final ever season of the Montreal career mode. It's our final manager career mode season of this game. I needed to make some big changes. I made one big transfer in the last episode, one big sale that is, in the last episode. We've reinvested it in the squad, but we've also said goodbye to somebody else who I wasn't exactly planning on, but I really do feel like we've made the right decision. Allow me to show you some of the deals we've made. So this was the big one, 402.5 million to sell KO to Barcelona. I won't be surprised if he shoots up to a 99 rating with the way that's gone with previous transfers. Great player on his day, far too inconsistent with his discipline. He got sent off on numerous occasions, let us down in quite a lot of big games. It was time to move on and bring in that huge chunk of change. But there's also another big sale we've made that ideally I wouldn't have sold him to the team that we ended up selling him to, but because I had the ideal replacement in mind, I thought it was for the best that we cashed in on him. Charles de Catalara has been sold to PSG. Of course, he's gone up a couple of ratings since we've sold him, but the Parisians have gotten their man for $183 million. I liked him. I thought he was pretty decent, CDK, but definitely a bit lethargic at times. And I had the ideal replacement in mind. He's somebody who we've used on this channel before, and somebody who has a little bit of a redemption story from when we last used him in this series. So I will reveal that in just a second, but first of all, allow me to reveal some of the signings we've made defensively after KO's departure. The first one here is William Saliba, $133.5 million to sign him from Arsenal. Of course, we came up against him a couple of games ago in the Champions League. He was absolutely fantastic, and despite the fact he's a little bit lower rated than Kevin Owens, I still think this is a very solid signing and in many ways an upgrade. Now, I said it when I was selling Kevin Owens, I don't think one defender will be enough. I think we actually might need 2. And we did get a second defender, and we also signed him from a Premier League team. This man right here, Castello Lucaba, somebody who's been on my shortlist for quite some time, not just in this career mode, but in the United career mode, and I think even the Celtic career mode as well at one stage. Never got around to signing him in those series, but he is our new man here now. $98.3 million to sign him from Chelsea. I like Lenny Yoro. Lenny Yoro is still a very important member of this squad, but he did pick up an injury when I was simming through some of the league games, and it did make me think, do I need a bit of an upgrade on Lenny Yoro as well? So I thought that was why we would go in for a second defender, and this was our man, a left-footed centre-back as well, which is something I think we've been lacking for quite some time. So he will slot into that left-hand side of the back three that we are playing. Very, very excited to see how our new defence fares, especially in the Champions League where we are desperate for results. But when it came to getting a new number 10 to replace CDK, for me, there was only one man that fit the bill perfectly. This dude right here, Michael Olise. $95.5 million to take him from Barcelona. They got Kevin Owens off of us, so we took one of their star men off of them. And to get him for under 100 million when he's worth about 115, I think that's a great bit of business right there. And there's a very interesting storyline with this guy as well. We signed him in the final season of the Oxford United career mode, where unfortunately we didn't win the Champions League. I don't want a repeat of that here in this series. This is our final season. It's our last time to become the first non-European team to win the UEFA Champions League. It's our last chance to do it, I should say. And Olise, he has unfinished business here. There is a redemption arc, so we have brought him in to slot into that number 10 role. We are currently converting him into that position. It shouldn't take too much longer. I'm very excited to welcome this man back to the channel. Hopefully he can finally finish his story and win the Champions League title with us here. And we did one final bit of business here as well. Devin Davis, our former youth academy player who we sold last season, he shot up to an 80 overall after joining Granada. I just felt like we needed a bit more quality on the bench for that right hand side. Bakayoko has been okay at times. In the simmed games he seems to be doing really well, but I didn't really feel like we had a proper decent replacement for him, or decent option to replace him on the bench at least. And Devin Davis, he knows the club. We used our previous right midfielder on the bench in a swap deal. I actually can't remember what his name was, but anyways, we barely used him. He was okay, but I just didn't feel like he was going to have enough time to grow, so we went for somebody who had a bit more quality and somebody we're familiar with. Welcome back to Montreal, Devin Davis. Is how the squad is currently looking at the moment. I'm very, very happy with it. Lenny Yoro, as I mentioned, did pick up an injury, but he will be back in the next couple of weeks. So once he's fully fit again, he will replace Giga on the bench. And something as well that somehow I completely forgot to mention is that we also signed Rutter. We signed him as a backup attacking midfielder. Look lads, normally I would be against making that amount of signings in January, but this is our last season. It's our last chance to win the Champions League. I wanted to leave no stone unturned. I needed to make sure we had as much quality on the bench as we do on the pitch. Olise definitely fills me with a lot more confidence than CDK did. Rutter being on the bench fills me with a bit more confidence than Mercier, although we have kept Mercier in the squad as a reserve option. The defence looks a lot more balanced, I think. Kevin Owens was a decent servant, but I really do think the defence is actually looking more solid now than it did when he was here. Kanate kind of moving into that sweeper role as Saliba goes out to the right, Lukeba on the left. I think we have great cover in each and every area on the pitch. 2 games to save our Champions League season. If we win our next game against 22nd place Napoli, that will confirm a playoff place for us in the Champions League, but it also keeps alive a potential place in the last 16. Let's get into that game, hand some of these guys their debut, and hopefully get a very important 3 points in the league phase of the European Cup. Well, it's a rainy day here in Naples, but hopefully Napoli will not be raining on our parade here. This is a must-win game. I really don't think anything but a win will be good enough for us in this fixture here. Bruno Fernandes leading out the real-life Italian champions here. I did see as well in their probable lineup, Trent Alexander-Arnold is in their team. So they've got a very, very interesting squad, Napoli. They are struggling, though, in this Champions League campaign. They're 22nd here, going into match day 7. As we see Michael Olise there, lining up in a Montreal shirt for the first time, as well as Saliba and Lukeba. Hopefully these signings will make a difference. This is the final season of this series. I can't have it end on a downer. God, they have Lee Kang in as well here in their team. It's a very, very decent looking Napoli side. I can't understand how it's struggling so much, but that seems to be a theme this season. I've had to put them in their away kit as well. There was too many kit clashes with our home kit and their home kit as well, so I put both teams in the away jersey. But let's have a look at their squad. Chevalier in goal. They've got Diogo Dallo there as well. He's playing left back. Trent at right back. Romagnoli and Araujo as the centre-backs, Barella, Mendes and Zambo in the midfield, Pavlidis up front, Bruno on the left and Lee Kang in on the right. Not sure about Bruno Fernandes on the left-hand side, even though because I've said that now, he's probably going to score a hat-trick in this game. As Napoli line up to take their squad picture, we'll be lining up to take ours just after this. Here we are. Some new faces in this team. Hopefully they can be the difference maker between qualifying for the Champions League knockouts and not. If we win this, it basically solidifies a playoff place, and there's still a possibility of a last 8 place as well, or top 8 place I should say, not last 8. Oh, you can tell I'm nervous. But here we go. Napoli will kick it off. This is a must-win game. We cannot drop any points in this. I don't even think a draw will be enough. I think a draw will be too risky because our next game after this is Villarreal at home. They are currently top of the Champions League table. Oh my god, you have to be taking the piss. You've got to be taking the piss. I was about to fucking snap there. They've hit the post straight away. Can we hit them on the break straight after that? Esteban Lepal, good run. Lepal, oh, could have squared it for GSP, who didn't have enough time to get the shot off. Bloody hell. The NBA 2K series returns again. End-to-end stuff here. Right, it's a new defence, right? They're not used to playing in this back three. Even though they're all French, so they should have an idea of what the other defenders are like to play with. Oh god, I'm so nervous, lads. Sorry, my head's all over the place at the moment. I cannot fathom this Champions League campaign and this series ending in the bloody league phase of this competition. It would be so disheartening. That's why we desperately need a win here. Here's Esteban Lepal. Back to Zaire Emery. Over to Kone. Go on. That's a good run by Zaire Emery. Oh, has he overran it? I think he has. GSP. Oh, it's too far behind him. Over to Zaire Emery. Now Elise. Back to Kone. Come on. I know this isn't the most exciting football, but still, it's a terrible pass. Terrible pass by Lepal, and Napoli get it back. Here's Lee Kang-in, who I used in a Valencia career mode a few years ago, and he was absolutely fantastic, so he will be one to watch out for. Doku now. Or not Doku, what am I saying? He's our player. That was Lee Kang-in. Doku was the player who came up on our little HUD there. But we do get the ball back. Here's GSP. Come on, Esteban Lepal. Over to the captain, George St. Pierre. GSP. 1-0 to Montreal. Just under half an hour into this game. The captain strikes yet again. Well, individually, he has been fantastic in this campaign. Even if the team have had their struggles. But I said it earlier. The problem has not been putting the ball in the back of the net. The problem has been the amount of times we've had to pick the ball out of the back of our own net. But that's a really good finish from the captain. We do take a crucial lead here in Italy. 1-0 up. But we need to remain calm. There's still a long way to go. 9 goals in 7 Champions League appearances for our captain. He has been absolutely fantastic. He's the top scorer in the competition this season. So it really has been 2 extremes. World-class attacking, diabolical defending that you wouldn't see in a Sunday League team. Oh god. Kanate. Oh, Sami Zayn with the save. Kanate not exactly playing very well at the moment. I thought for a second there was an injury there. That's a terrible ball back. What am I doing? But yeah, Kanate has been a little bit shaky. Oh, what a ball that would... Oh, Lukeba. What a ball that would have been from him. I can't even speak properly at the moment. Bloody hell. The nerves. I don't think I've ever been this nervous. I was less nervous in the Champions League finals that we played in the 2 previous series than I am about this game right here. Great interception there by Lukeba. Now here's Saliba. Of course, we have 2 Salibas in the team. William Saliba and Nathan Dillon Saliba. 72 rated midfielder, who doesn't really play much anymore, but he is still in the team. Zaire Emery. Esteban Lepal. Somehow, from there, has completely missed the target. What an opportunity to double our advantage here. But unfortunately, he's unable to take that chance. I'd love a second goal here. Give us some breathing room. It still wouldn't be over. Oh, it's a really good interception there by Saliba. At least the 2 new defenders have been doing well. Saliba and Lukeba have felt really solid. Kanate's still a little bit shaky, but look, he's playing in a slightly new position as more of a sweeper as opposed to that right-sided defender. Oh, lovely by Olise here. Can he get a debut goal? Olise, great run. Oh, what a save. What a save from Chevalier. Oh, golden opportunity to go 2-0 up here. It should be 3-0 with the 2 chances we missed right at the end. But halfway through this crucial game, we are 1-0 up. But still, this game is far from over. We need to get that second goal and get some breathing room here. Esteban Lepal will get things going here. If we win this game, I will feel a lot of weight coming off my shoulders, knowing that we have that playoff place basically secured. But if we could sneak into that top 8, I would be absolutely thrilled. Here's Kone. Oh, really good run here from Manu Kone. Zaire Emery. What a fantastic goal from Zaire Emery. 2-0 here. Perfect start to the second half. The man who we signed from PSG last season, a Champions League winner with PSG, has doubled our lead here. It's a great ball by Kone. Plays in his midfield partner Zaire Emery with a lovely tidy finish there into the bottom right hand corner. And we are 2-0 up here in Naples. Oh my god, what a feeling that is. It's still not over, but that is massive for us at the moment. If we can get a third, then I'll start to celebrate. It's his first Champions League goal of the season. It's a great time to get it. Napoli, of course, fighting for their Champions League lives in this game. That's fantastic from Kanate. There we go. Now this defence is starting to click. Little bit shaky at first, just trying to get used to each other again. And now we look like so much more of a solid unit all around, not just at the back. Here's Olise. Oh, brilliant run by Olise. Absolutely fantastic. And he does get his debut goal. It's 3-0 here to Montreal. And surely now that's 3 points here in Italy. And a huge step towards qualifying for the knockout rounds of the Champions League. Definitely a playoff place at the least. Still potentially a place in the last 16 automatically. But that's a really good finish from the Frenchman. Yes, I know he grew up in England, but he does represent the French national team, so he was eligible to be signed in this series. Oh my god. That is a wonderful feeling. Bloody hell. That first half, lads, I cannot describe the nerves. Genuinely, I'd be heartbroken if the series ended at this stage of the competition. I really would. Napoli, I feel like we'll kick it into another gear now. But 3-0 up with half an hour to go. I would have killed to have been in this position before the game. Oh, it looks like that's going to be a free kick. Kanate with the foul on Bruno Fernandes there. And Bruno is being taken off. Wow. They've taken off their captain, who is a bit of a free kick specialist. Half an hour to go. David Neres comes on. It's Trent Alexander-Arnold. It hits the post. And GSP is there to recover it. Now we go on the counter-attack. Olise. Oh, fantastic from Michael Olise. Oh, he's nutmegged the Napoli player there. Can he get a second goal? Olise. Oh, good save by the keeper. That was absolutely fantastic though. And GSP does so well to win the corner. Oh, I'm loving this. I am absolutely loving this. Right, something I kind of want to try. Let's put Olise on the right. I want to bring on Rutter, or Rooter, however you say it. I'm going to bring on Fofana as well for Doku. And do you know what? I'll bring on Jonathan David for Lepal. Didn't get his goal today, Esteban Lepal. So we'll give him a bit of a rest here. Bring on the Canadian striker. Freshen things up here a little bit. We're in a very strong position. Olise will come over to take this corner in towards Saliba. What a great moment that would be for him to get a goal here on his debut. Oh, the relief I feel right now, I can't describe, lads. We've had 3 just incredibly fun series on this channel this year, if I do say so myself, and that's down to you guys as well for tuning in. Ye are just as big a part of this as I am. But I'd be so gutted if this was the one to end without a Champions League trophy. But I tell you what, we are still in this tournament. Jonathan David off the bench makes it 4-0 here. Napoli absolutely swept aside here. Their Champions League campaign could be coming to an end, but ours may just be getting started. Beautiful cutback there from our captain. Great first time finish from the Canadian-born striker. Beautiful angle here. Keeper got nowhere near it. But that's what I mean. If Lapaul's not having a great game, no problem. Bring on Jonathan David. If Jonathan David's not having a great game, no problem. Bring on Lapaul. We have so much strength and depth now that I really feel like we should be able to kick on from here. You know what, Elise, I'm actually going to give him a rest. He's had a great debut. Devin Davis can come on for his second debut. Just want to keep everyone as fresh as possible. Don't want to risk any injuries. But I'd love to get this 5th goal. Oh, I feel so light right now. It's such a great feeling. Oh, the stress has been swept aside for once. Oh, great interception by Zaire Emery. Napoli have been absolutely awful in this second half. They really have been. I mean, they should have been 1-0 up from the get-go. The first thing that happened in this game was they breached the defence, they hit the post, and I thought, oh god, it's happening again. But what's ended up happening is that we have been absolutely fantastic, even though that was a terrible pass there by Kone. We're getting a bit too complacent now, I think. I'd love a clean sheet here. David Neres pulls that back to Barella. Neres. Sami Zayn with the save. They will get the corner though. It would be great to keep a clean sheet, considering the amount of goals we've bloody conceded in this league phase campaign. And we are 6 minutes away from doing so. Can we get a 5th goal here? Davis on his return to the club. Good interception. I mean, normally I would just jump to result, but honestly I really don't want to risk that right now. With the way this season has gone, I wouldn't be surprised if we lost 5-4. By jumping to result, they're definitely getting a bit more lively now, Napoli. More and more chances. But Sami Zayn is keeping them all out. And can we have one last attack here to make it 5-0? Great ball. Jonathan David. Oh, beautiful. Oh, he's just missed it. Oh, unlucky from the Canadian striker. That would have been a contender for goal of the season. Maybe he should have played in Rutter. Ah, so unlucky. We'll make a time-wasting substitution here. Let's bring on Siddiqui for Kone. Just to run down that clock a little bit more. Frustrate Napoli even more in this game. It's been such a fantastic performance. I'm so happy, especially with this second 45 minutes. The first 45, nerves definitely played a part. This second 45 has been the most professional performance we've seen this season, by far. Blow that whistle, ref. Put them out of their misery. There we go. A huge win on the road here on match day 7 of the Champions League. That should be a playoff place secured, and still potentially a place in the top 8 to play for. It's Villarreal up next though. They were top of the table going into this match day, so the games do not get any easier, but at least we know that we have something secure and there's still more to play for. How the hell have we managed this? We're in 8th place. Let me say that again. We are in 8th place, despite the fact that we've lost 3 out of 7 and we've conceded 18 goals. We have scammed our way into this position going into the final game of the Champions League. Villarreal were top of the table before their last game, which they lost to Manchester United. Come on, United. And that now means if we win our next game, we are in the last 16. We can count ourselves so lucky. I mean, this is a French-Canadian takeover, but I feel like the luck of the Irish has really kicked in here. Honest to God, what a huge lifeline to be handed, and we need to take advantage of it. Let's go and try and beat Villarreal here and somehow qualify for the last 16 of the Champions League. I still can't believe we've nearly pulled this off. Something I do need to keep in mind going into this game though is the last time we played Villarreal, they did beat us. Now that was at their stadium, not here in Quebec at the Olympic Stadium, but still, they have beaten us once already, so let's not take them lightly. We did have a league game against FC Nantes at the weekend, aka Chris Hansen's favourite team, or least favourite team, depending on what way you want to look at it. Olise has shot up to an 89 as well, after converting his position. Sorry as well, lads, if my speech sounds a bit funny. Definitely coming down with the cold yet again. Literally just came over one, and now I think I'm after catching another one again. It's very, very annoying. But it's good to see that Olise has gone up in his overall, and a win here, and we're automatically through to the last 16 of the Champions League. I'm still stunned about that, I really am. Here's Esteban Lepal, who I decided to still give the nod over Jonathan David, despite how the last game went. Is Kone. Oh, good save. But that game against FC Nantes, as I say, we did rotate quite a lot. I wanted to make sure we had as fit a team as possible. Oh, Wheatley, the former United player, Evan Nielsen, who we signed in our Manchester United career mode, with the big chance there for Villarreal. Sami Zayn with the save. God, the first big chance of the game goes to the Spaniards. Doku heads that away. Oh, it's Malin. Sami Zayn with another save. As I said, not taking this team lightly at all. They've only lost 2 games in this league phase campaign. They're 3rd in the table. They were top of the table for most of this campaign as well. So we know they're a good team. And they're really showing that here at the moment. That would have been a really annoying goal to concede. But thankfully we deal with it. Here's Bakayoko now. Oh, great ball for Esteban Lepal. Didn't get a goal in the last game, and he can't score here either. Haven't even had a proper chance yet in this game. Villarreal have had a few of them. Oh, it's a good run here by Evan Nielsen. Ethan Wheatley. Good save. And Sami Zayn saves the follow-up. And it's headed away. They still have it though. Brilliant interception by Kone. Get bloody rid of it. Oh, we get away with one again here. Olise now. Over to Bakayoko. Good ball over to Michael Olise again. Oh, really good run, but he gets intercepted right before I was about to play the ball in. Lepal. All he had to do was stick a leg out and you would have had it, lad. Unbelievable. Wheatley again. He's having a fantastic game at the moment. It's so difficult coming up against the front two when you're not used to it. Oh, he went to fish and chip me, but Sami Zayn makes the save. Oh, it's become a trademark finish for the opposition, getting fish and chipped. But thankfully that time Sami Zayn was able to read it. We've lost the ball again though. A draw definitely won't be enough when you look at how close it was in the table. Oh, Sami Zayn, bloody hell. Very dangerous to come out that far, but it worked out for him. Here's Lukeba now. God, this first half has flown by. Bloody hell. Olise. Into Lepal. Can he finally get his goal in this episode? Brilliant block from the defender. That is world-class defending there. God, Esteban Lepal not been his day today. So far anyways. Olise is going to whip this one in. Saliba on his home debut. Unlucky. And not Napoli, Villarreal I should say, deal with it. Just like we dealt with Napoli in that last game. God, this feels like a very intense game at the moment. It just feels like there's something coming for them. Oh, great tackle by Lukeba. No, it's Kanate, sorry. I thought it was going to be Lukeba on that left-hand side, but it actually is Kanate, and the referee blows the whistle there. That's so frustrating. Well, that first half flew by. Sami Zayn having to make some very big saves there. Villarreal will feel like they're unlucky not to be in front. But so far, so good for us. We haven't conceded a goal. We're not completely out of this game, but I feel like we might need to make a change or two in this second half in order to get this goal and advance through to the last 16. So I'm going to bring on Jonathan David for Esteban Lepal, and you know what? Not that he's had a terrible game, but I'm actually going to put Olise out on the right, which of course he gets a -1 for now. I'm going to bring Rutter on again. I kind of want to give him a proper game here. So let's kick things off here in the second 45 minutes. See if these changes can help us get this goal, break the deadlock, and pull off a very unlikely finish here in this Champions League group phase campaign. Zaire Emery does well to hold on to that. Here's Kone. And now Rutter. Really good ball. Kone, have a go. Oh, he's just put it past the post. Maybe could have squared that for Jonathan David, but he opted to have the shot himself. It's not overly far away, but it does miss the target, and they'll take the goal kick short. Might be a little bit quieter here in this second half. Just feel like I'm going to have to be hyper focused here. Good tackle by Kanate. Oh no, it's not. It's a free kick according to the referee. I think that's very soft. I'm not going to blame Kanate for that. I think that's a soft free kick. Looked like a clean tackle from where I'm sat. Wheatley. God, what a game he's having. But Sami Zayn's also having a beauty of a game. Brilliant save. Are they going to take this corner short? Yes, they are. Oh, brilliant interception there by Jeremy Doku. The Belgian goes on the run here. Can he play in Jonathan David? No, he can't. Oh my God. Just will not fall for us here. Wheatley again. He's offside. Half an hour left. Still 0-0. Here's Rutter. Can he score his first goal in the Montreal shirt? Oh, well, I tell you what, he gets a great assist instead. Brilliant ball by Rutter. George St. Pierre with the finish. The captain striking yet again. It's a massive, massive goal for us here in this campaign. The substitutes and tactical changes have worked. It's a great ball from one of our new number 10s, giving it to our seasoned number 10. And we have the lead here. Against the run of play, I'll be completely honest about it. Against Villarreal. Oh, very, very lucky there. Esteban Lepal looking a bit irritated on the bench. Probably a little bit disappointed with his own performance, but still, honestly, I'd happily have the final whistle blown now. I'd take this boring 1-0 if it meant last 16 qualification. Oh, but here's Wheatley straight away. Fuck off, like, honest to God, I'm so sick of this. This end-to-end stuff is so fucking boring, lads. It really is. Kanate has shat the bed again. I mean, look at him. He's running away. Lobbed over the keeper. It's bad enough conceding, but you know, when you concede the same type of goal every time, it just gets really, really frustrating. Such a good goal to take the lead, and it's immediately eradicated. It's really fucking irritating, to be honest. Right, we have to put that behind us now. Here's Elise. Kone. Back with Rutter. GSP. Oh, it still somehow finds him. GSP again. Good block. Might make another change. I'm going to bring on Siddiqui for Kone. I think Kanate I'm going to take off as well. Not been happy with his performance. Yusuf can come on to play in the middle of that defence. They're bringing on Sabozlai for the final 20 minutes as well. They've got a very strong team, Villarreal. I'm just so glad this league phase campaign is nearly over. It's been the most stressful campaign so far. It really has. Doku blocked, cleared away. Oh, but if we get this close to the last 16 and then bottle it, I'll be absolutely so frustrated. Oh, Rutter with another great ball in, and Jonathan David with the goal. I'm not going to get too excited just yet. We regained the lead. David off the bench for the second game running. Lepal celebrates that one a little bit more. I think Toe Blake has had a word with him. It's a team game, lad, and you're still a very important member of this squad. Don't get too disheartened. But the Canadian strikes yet again off the bench. Let's hope we don't bloody concede now straight away. 15 minutes away from automatically getting into the main stages of the Champions League knockouts. We need to hold on from here. We really, really do. I mean, fair play to Ethan Wheatley. What a fantastic player. Hasn't worked out for him at United, but he's come here to Spain. Well, I know we're not in Spain at the moment, but you know what I mean. He's gone over to Spain. He's done really well. And thankfully, there was an offside there, which means he won't get another chance to equalise. At least not right now. Oh my god. That's because that stupid next fixture thing got in the way of the pitch. Please don't let that be how we concede. Oh, what a ball. Szoboszlai. Brilliant save by Sami Zayn. It's Wheatley again. Oh, squeaky bum time here. Evan Nielsen. Thuram. Szoboszlai. Come on, intercept that. Another save by Sami Zayn. We love making this more difficult than it needs to be. They are taking off Ethan Wheatley. That's a bold call. Oh god, that stupid POV camera again. They're taking off the man who got the equaliser for them initially. He looked like he was on the verge of scoring yet again. Oh, what a strike that was. Sami Zayn will catch it and just hold on to it, lad. Just run down this clock. We are not in any rush here. Roll that out to Yusuf. 2 minutes away. Come on. We can do this. We can do this. How much added time is there going to be? Only 3 minutes of added time. Is Zaire Emery now? Oh, I don't care. Let's just hold on to it. I don't care if this is boring, lads. Back to Sami Zayn. Just boot it away. Just boot that away. Somehow, despite being absolutely horrendous in this campaign, we have finished in the top 8 of the Champions League table, and we will be advancing on through. I went very French there. We will be advancing on through to the Champions League knockout stages automatically. No playoffs for the 3rd year running, but this was definitely the least straightforward it's been so far. Oh, and breathe. Place is where we end up finishing. And honestly, I've never been so happy to see that. Genuinely, 16th seemed like a good place to be in when we entered this episode. It felt like more than what we deserved to be in. And here we are now, 10 places higher and into the last 16 of the Champions League. We are joined by Arsenal, Bayern Munich, Juventus, Real Madrid, AC Milan, Barcelona and Monaco. PSG narrowly missing out on automatic last 16 Champions League football. United coming 17th. Who else? Napoli actually did end up qualifying as well. That just caught my eye there. 19th place, so fair play to them. It looked bleak after we beat them. Celtic just about sneaking into the Champions League playoffs as well. Inter Milan getting in there by the skin of their teeth. Any massive teams getting knocked out here? Ajax not doing great, but they normally don't do great in these campaigns. Sevilla getting knocked out as well. Porto finishing 30th, but the teams you'd expect to be in at least a playoff place have actually made it. And we have finished a lot higher than it looked like we were going to finish at one stage. Oh my god, this was the most nervous I ever was for an episode. It really was. And as happy as I am to have advanced on through here, I really feel like the work has only just begun. Just know it, it's a familiar foe in the knockout rounds of the Champions League to begin with. Napoli, who we beat in this episode, they narrowly qualified for the playoff round of the Champions League. Who did they actually beat in the playoff? They beat Leipzig 5-2 on aggregate, so quite comfortably dispatched of the German team, and they will be looking to get some revenge against us for the battering we gave them in the league phase. Oh lads, that's it for this very nerve-wracking episode, which thankfully had its happy ending, but we still have lots of work to do. Napoli, as I say, will be out for revenge here in the last 16. We are very, very lucky to have automatically qualified for this round. We need to remember that, but we also need to take advantage of it. So in tomorrow's episode, both legs will be played in full, and hopefully we can advance on through to the final 8 of this tournament. If you did enjoy this episode, lads, please do hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel. We are getting closer and closer to 600 subscribers. I would love to hit that milestone before FC26 comes out. Au revoir and take care.